Hey guys, I'm Shay from Twin Social. So today we're going to be talking about the Kardashians, keeping up with the Kardashians, and we're going to talk about everyone still in Bali for the most part except Kris. Kylie's not in Bali, and Kendall are not in Bali. But Kim, Khloe, Scott, all these different ones are in Bali, and they decide to get readings done. And Kim's reading was basically basic. That, well, I guess not basic, but her son, she's having a surrogate right now. Her son is supposedly supposed to come back, a reincarnation of her father. So a lot of the baby will have a lot of her father's characteristics. So she's thinking about naming him something like something with Robert in it, Roberto or something like that. And then the other people got their palms read as well. Khloe got hers, and the woman said that she's dealing with a lot of trust issues, which we all know that she's definitely dealing with trust issues with all the scandal and media coverage that there's been on Tristan, and this is before the big Jordan event. So the fact that the lady is saying this is kind of freaking Khloe out a bit, and I completely understand. But I'm sorry, if a person will cheat on you at the level that they both were at, and know, especially with the Kardashians, how their life is basically surrounded by social media. That's how they make their money. And to be so blatantly and disrespectful and do this, to me, I feel like the relationship just is not going to work. So I'm excited to see more on this on the show this year, but we'll jump back into that soon enough. I'm sure the whole Jordan Tristan scandal, we'll jump back into it. So now let's move on to Kourtney and Scott. I so want Kourtney and Scott to be together. I think they're a great couple, and the fact that the lady or the guys, they said that they were soulmates, and I believe in such things as soulmates. But just because you're soulmates, it might not be the correct time and the place for you guys to be together. Now, Scott, I love in this episode that they gave Scott his recognition and saying how good he's been, because he's really been doing a great job. He's been stepping up, and that's what I want to see, because I love Scott. Like, even when he had his issues, I totally love his personality. And I love in this episode and these past few episodes how Scott has been with the kids. Like, he has a great relationship from what we can see with the kids, and he's just having a good time. And he seems like he's such in a great mental space right now, and I'm just so happy to see him in a good place, because for so long he was like spiraling or out of control basically. And so it's good to see him in a good light. And I think Kourtney is starting to realize how great Scott is. And I think she read more into it than what Scott did. Scott played it cool. He said he really didn't overthink it, which I don't think he did at all, because guys normally don't do that. But I think Kourtney is starting to wonder, Scott might be, hey, this might be a good look. But the thing is, Scott is in such a good place, and I don't like the way Kourtney was treating him in the past, even though it was kind of warranted, because the way Scott was handling things and drinking and whatever the case may be. So I totally get it, but Scott is in such a good place. I wouldn't want to ruin that, and they're doing well with the co-parenting, so we don't want to do anything to jeopardize that. But I so wish Khloe and Scott would get back together with a fresh start, clean slate. But Kourtney can't treat him the way that she treated him in the past, babying him and treating him like basically like he's a child. We can't have that, Kourtney. Like, if you're gonna give him another chance, and he accepts his another chance, because as we know, he's happily in a new relationship with this young thing, okay? So he's very happy. But if I was the young lady that Scott was dating, there's no way I could deal with this. For one, in this episode, Scott is laying in the bed with Kourtney. Of course, their kids are in the middle, but still, I couldn't do it. I'm too petty. I can't do it. Some people can, but I can't. I just cannot. But they're extremely close. They're taking trips together. I just think that's a lot for somebody to handle. But maybe she can handle it. Maybe she more mature than me. But I couldn't do it. I couldn't deal with it. And you see it. You see their bond. You see the attraction between the two. So I don't see how she deals with it. Like, Scott has a whole family, and she's so young, and I feel like she hasn't really got the chance to really live her life to the fullest. So I really think that they should break up. Sorry. But I team Scott and Kourtney so all the way. So I really want them to be together. So if they can find a way to make things work, I'm here for it. A lot of people on social media were writing on Khloe's timeline, talking about it. A lot of people want to see them together, but only Scott and Khloe know. Scott and Kourtney know if this is right for them and if it's the right time for them to be together. So we'll be watching Scott and Kourtney. We'll be watching. Until next time.